Hello friends, welcome once again to Novel Online Maths. In this video, I'm going to begin from the scratch to discuss the cyclic permutation. Remember that this video is proudly powered by Your Lesson app. Catch me on their TikTok page at Your Lesson app. Go to Play Store, download and subscribe to their app so that you can enjoy my math videos. When you talk about cyclic permutation, it involves the arrangement of objects in a circle or in a ring. When you arrange objects in a circle or in a ring, we say that the arrangement is cyclic. But if you make the arrangement in a circle will always give us the number of arrangements should be n minus 1 factorial if the arrangement is done in a circle. But for a ring which can be rotated either way around, because ring can be rotated either way around, you use n minus 1 factorial all over 2 for ring arrangement, for cyclic arrangement, that is arrangement in a circle. Now, why are we taking away 1 from this? Supposing you have 5 persons to be seated in a circular manner, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5. These are the 5 persons that will sit in a circle because this is cyclic arrangement. Now, supposing the first person wants to sit here in this particular position, you will see that this person is having 2 persons in front of him, if he's sitting here, one at the left and the one at the right. Okay? If he wants to change his position, maybe he doesn't want to sit here. If this person decides to sit at this position, in this position, he will still have 2 persons in front of him this way, one at the right and one at the left. If he decides to leave this particular position and sit here, 2 persons will still be facing him in this direction. One will be at the right and one will still be at the left. So you now see that no matter the position this person sits in this particular cyclic arrangement, it is still the same thing, because whether he sits here or here or here, you will always have 2 persons in front of him, one at the left and one at the right. Therefore, you've not seen that the first person only have one way of sitting, only one way. But what if this person is now seated, the first person is now seated, and you want the second person to sit down now? This is now the first person. If the second person decides to sit here, for instance, you will notice that these 2 persons will be facing him. He will have only one at the left. He doesn't have any option at the right, because in the right, the first person is already seated. Okay? Now, if he sits here, he's having one at the left, no position at the right, then 2 is in front of him. What if he doesn't want to sit here and he decides to sit in this particular position? You will notice that 2 persons will be in front of him. This time around, he has one at the right and no option in the left. You see that the arrangement here and the arrangement here are different. And if he continues to sit here, if he decides to sit in this position, you will be having only 1 person in front of him, because the first person is already seated, one at the left, one at the right, which is a different arrangement. Therefore, since for the first person is already seated, the second person will have 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of sitting. If the second person is now seated, the third person will have 1, 2, 3 ways of sitting. The fourth person will have only 2 ways of sitting, because 2 seats are left, while the last person will have only 1 way of sitting. And if you count in, this is 1 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is still 24, which is the same thing as 4 factorial. Whereas we are having 5 persons to be arranged, and 5 persons is giving us 4 factorial. That is why we are using n minus 1 for cyclic permutation, because it is always 1 less than the original value. Therefore, if you talk about arrangement in a circle, it will be n minus 1 all factorial. Supposing you are asked this question, in how many ways can 3 persons be seated in a round table? How many ways can 3 persons be seated in a round table? Because they are talking about 3 persons, 1, 2, and 3, you are using n minus 1 factorial. And what is our n? Our n is now 3. So you have to write 3 minus 1 all factorial. And 3 minus 1 will definitely give us 2. So the answer is 2 factorial. because you know that 2 factorial is still 2 times 1, which is equal to 2. So 3 persons can only be seated in a round table in a two-way of arrangement. Okay, if it is a cyclic arrangement that involves a ring, after n minus 1 factorial, you have to divide by 2. For more easy peasy ways of solving math problems, catch me on Your Lesson app page on TikTok. Go to Play Store, download and subscribe to their app so that you can enjoy my math videos. Thank you for viewing and may God bless you.